What's poppin', gamers? Welcome back to the Nifty Cauldron. I am one of your amazing hosts, Kelly.
Oh, I'm supposed to introduce myself? I see how it is.
Introduce your damn self.
Oh yeah, I'm your co-host, Milan.
And we have a very special guest for y'all today. We have Kris, aka Kelly the Terrible Hime, not Heim, because we are fucking anime, here on the podcast. Welcome, Kris.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here.
Finger guns. Jazz hands.
Dab.
Now we can have stereo sound effects in post-production.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Calculated.
Calculated. God gamer.
Yeah. So, Kris, tell everybody a little about yourself. What do you do?
My name is Kris, and I am many things, but I think that I am on this podcast because I am a Twitch streamer, but I also have a regular job, and I also cosplay, and I have also done some like fake modeling photo shoots, and I have some amount of muscle mass.
She's swole. She's being very very low key about it, but she hella swole. I'm looking at her Canon delts right now on camera, and they look sickening.
Yeah, she can easily bench 1,000 pounds, easy.
That's incredibly fake. Don't quote anyone on that.
I might be like underselling you a little bit. That's fair.
Overselling by a lot. By 80%? I can't do math. Is that 80% overselling? Because I can bench 200 pounds. So it's like a good 80% increase. Or is that, wait.
Math is hard, Scoob.
Is that like a 400% oversell? I don't understand.
I don't know. We'll just pretend it's 1,000 so we don't have to do math. That's easier.
Oh my god. Put the math on the screen in post.
Nah, I'm not doing math in post either.
or just do the one chick where she's just kind of looking off and she's like kind of
the math
her eyes, and then the math is going around her.
But that's all of us right now.
Yeah, we're just all like
too real. So, with all of those things listed,
yes,
where do you find the time in a day to do everything?
Very difficult. So I have been streaming about 6 days a week, usually, sometimes more. And in the last 30 days, I've streamed over 100 hours. And typically I will get off of work and pretty much immediately go into streaming for about 6 hours. So like an 8-hour workday and then like 6 hours of streaming.
That's insane. So, I guess for you're primarily a fitness streamer. Is that right to say?
I would, yeah. I'm like a variety streamer, but we kind of have like an emphasis on fitness. We stream our workouts. My husband and I, it's my channel, but he streams with me. And we stream our workouts 4 days a week, although we do work out 5. We lift weights 5 days a week. And then I do like a DDR cardio stream on Wednesdays.
So what made you start streaming, or I guess start streaming fitness? Is it just, looking at it now, is it maybe because you didn't have enough time in the day to do both? So you're like, you know what, I'm just going to combine.
I actually, I guess I didn't really get into streaming for any particularly good reason. I think my husband was just like, this looks like something maybe you'd be interested in. And I was like, maybe. And then I just did it. And originally I was not planning to do any fitness type stuff because it's honestly like a huge hassle trying to get everything to set up. Like now that it's set up, it's not that hard, but like originally it was kind of difficult. But then I was like, well, if I want to see growth on Twitch, it would behoove me to try to step into the fitness category because it's kind of a smaller category on Twitch still. and on the internet, on the interwebs, I'm not gonna say I'm well known, but like it's part of my brand. Like the fitness aspect is part of my brand. So
Right.
it's something probably people want to see more of from me.
Yeah, for sure. Like I can definitely attest to that. Because you and I have been following each other on Instagram for a very long time,
Yeah.
but we never actually got around to like kind of talking or introducing like ourselves to each other like officially. And
Yeah.
once I saw that you started streaming on Twitch, like I was like, oh, I don't know. For some reason, that just made me feel like she's accessible now, or I don't know. I don't fucking
Yeah.
know.
No,
So
no,
then,
I
like,
totally feel that. I felt the same
yeah.
way.
And then I just kind of dropped in on one of your streams and just started like chatting you up, and like, yeah, it was a really awesome experience because I got to see, you do some like fucking heavy ass lifting and shit. And to be honest, it's like it's very like inspirational. Like for me, because I was really into fitness and I was really proud of myself, and then the Depression Nation attacked, and I basically like kind of forgot about my gains and stopped going, and I got really sick for a bit too on top of that. But I mean, yeah, I fell off, and like honestly, like seeing you like work out and like enjoy it and having fun and stuff like that, and also like not gonna lie, low key peeping that bod, like I'm like, damn, I need to get back on that shit too. So we got Gains Garage coming and stuff, but it's really because not gonna lie, you like high key inspired me. So
Wow. Which is funny because I don't feel like I'm a very inspiring person because I don't have like a backstory. I wasn't like very overweight, or I didn't have like an eating disorder. I don't have really an issue with body dysmorphia. I just like muscles and I want to be jacked. So I go and I pick things up. But it seems like other people are also slightly inspired. Sometimes people will come in and ask, but a lot of times people will be like, I went for a walk today and you guys are real fun and we like hanging out. And sometimes they'll not necessarily do our workout because it's not going to say it's like high level. It's for more advanced lifters, I would say. But they'll be like, yeah, I had you on in the background while I was doing my workout. And it's like, it's really awesome to hear that kind of stuff.
yeah, for sure.
So in the gaming community, backseating and telling the streamer how they're playing the game wrong is very common. Does that happen to you when you're lifting? Like, oh, hey, you should do this lift instead, or do that. This is much better. Or are people more chill and just let you do your own thing?
I honestly haven't had too much trouble with it. I know that my friend Mishamai, who's also a fitness streamer, gets it sometimes, and other fitness streamers that I've talked to, like Tom and Nation Time, they get people dropping in their chat and like trying to backseat lift, but I don't have too much problems with it. Sometimes people will be like, well, why are you doing it that way? Or they'll say something like, oh, it looks like you're like listing to one side more than the other, which I totally appreciate. And although I don't market our stream as like an educational fitness stream, my husband and I are relatively knowledgeable about fitness topics. So if people have questions, we try to answer them. But in general, I don't have that many people coming in and trying to like backseat lift, and we would probably destroy them if they did in like a very annoying way. Like I'm open to like constructive criticism. I don't want to be that person that just shuts everyone down, but if we get obvious trolls, we kind of just like troll them back and then they leave, or we ban them.
Makes sense. It's good though, because I mean, obviously, it's not that big of a deal anymore, even in the gaming side of it. But in some chats, it's just nothing but like negativity, and
Yeah.
it's just I can imagine it can be very grating as a streamer. So but it's good that the lifting community is at least a little bit better on that.
Yeah. And I don't think my individual community is necessarily the same as the regular lifting community, because I'm getting people like from my other social media that don't necessarily care about working out, but they maybe like my costumes, or they're into cosplay, or they've seen me on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. And so like our streams end up being like almost like a just chatting stream where we're chilling, we're vibing, and then kind of working out in the background most of the time. So yeah, a lot of like the problems I would say some other streamers might have with fitness trolls, like we don't really have it because we have like a pretty like tight knit and like open and very friendly community.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And then like from other sources, people coming into your streams and stuff like that. I noticed that lately just because I frequent her stream. Just gonna put
Yeah,
myself out there.
she's one of my mods.
Hell yeah. But I've noticed that, you've been getting a lot of people coming in specifically from Joey's podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Joey is my husband, if I didn't state his name earlier. He has a podcast with his adult friends, and he plugs it all the time, apparently. I don't listen to their podcast because for me, it's kind of weird to listen to their podcast because then I feel like I know too much about his friends, but they don't know anything about me. It feels like kind of like a weird dynamic, so I don't generally listen to it. But yeah, he plugs my stream all the time and on Instagram. Not that he posts that much on Instagram, but we have gotten some of their audience coming over to Twitch to support the stream. It's their audience is like a very different crowd. Joey is older than me. He's close to 40 now, and his friends are even just a little bit older. And most of their crowd it's not like an anime crowd. It's like old school, like comic books, Transformers, Star Wars. So sometimes they just like make an account to send us like their Twitch Prime subs, which is very nice of them.
Yeah, that's super cool. And it's awesome that, like he's promoting you as, like his wife and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. I know we kind of touched on like the backseat lifters and stuff, but I think being specifically like a female streamer, but also being a female fitness streamer, I'm sure you get a lot of the degens and like the creeps, right?
Yeah, we do. We get some. I would say, I mean, just from being in Misha Mai's stream, like we don't get it nearly as bad as her. Probably because I look more intimidating, and my husband is also on stream with me. But we do every once in a while get some of the degens. But mostly it's like muscle fetish people really, really love seeing like biceps. They fucking love it when you flex biceps. I don't really understand it. Not that I don't like arms, but like just very specifically, they really want to see biceps, and they really want me to like out flex Joey. They really they love to be like, wow, your biceps are so much bigger. You look way bigger than this man over here. And I'm like, I don't think so, but it's nice of you to say, but also I don't give out free flexes here. You got to use your channel points.
The biceps are the feet of the muscle fetish world, it seems.
Oh my god, that's so accurate.
Unga bunga big lady flex.
Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're like.
So how was your start then on Twitch? Because you said you didn't start with fitness, you started with variety. Like how is that? Like, do you prefer one or the other?
Now that we've got like the fitness thing going, it was difficult to set it up. We already had a home gym because Joey and I have been working out from home for a few years now, but just like getting like the lighting and cameras and sound, that room is very echoey. It was difficult to set up, but now that it's up and running, it's very easy. We're already working out already. It's very easy just to like throw the stream up. It makes our workouts very long, but it makes them honestly a lot more fun.
Right.
But I started out trying to play video games, and then I quickly realized that it's very difficult to get your foot in the door when you're a small streamer that's not that good at games to like build an audience, especially when you're playing like different random stuff. and you don't have like a niche.
Mm-hmm.
So then fitness ended up becoming my niche, and then I get like a decent turnout when I play games because people, I guess they like me or something. I don't know. So I do get people coming in for just to hang out and to chat while I'm playing or doing other stuff. But it's definitely has turned into more of like a fitness focus.
Yeah, so I mean, I know that since you also play video games and then you also stream fitness and stuff, like, and you're, from what it sounds like, your basement area is kind of where you do your fitness stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have like a laptop that you lug around from like different areas in your house that you stream from, or like what's kind of like your stream setup?
So I have like I don't want to like flex on you guys, but we have like a lot of like electronics and stuff in the house. And I know there's no video on this podcast, but like where I'm sitting now is my office where I have a desktop PC, and this is usually where I play games because I work from home. So I already had this kind of set up. This is where I play games, but I do have like this. I had to buy I had to buy a new laptop to support all the cameras I use for my fitness stream, but it's like a strong boy. And I move that one around the house for the gym, for my DDR streams, when I do cooking. And then I have another laptop that I take. My house is 3 floors. We have like a ground level.
That's the real flex.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to flex on you guys. I live out in the country, okay? Our mortgage is relatively affordable for the size of this house because we live out in the country. It's not like California. We don't live close to the city. But yeah, so the basement is like the gym area. First floor is this office that I'm in and my kitchen where I do some cooking streams sometimes. And then we have a top floor that has all the bedrooms. But I have another laptop that I take up there, the shitty laptop that I had to use before for my streams that didn't support all my web cameras. And I have him in a separate room where I do Gundam kits. I put together Gundam kits.
Damn.
It's just like a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of lugging things around, a lot of running Cat 5 cables.
Have you
from the
considered
routers
setting up an NDI?
I tried it and it gave me a lot of trouble.
That's a shame because that's a lot easier than lugging electronics around the house. But
yeah, I tried it and it didn't really help that much.
That's a shame. Yeah, for people who don't know, I forgot what it stands for, but it's basically allows you to create like a server network through internet, and it can just transmit anything. So you could just plug your camera around and it would just stream it, the signal to whatever computer you want. But I can imagine the difficulties with several floors.
It was easier for me to just like, it was easier for me to just like buy a whole ass laptop that was strong enough to run all my web cameras.
Yeah, like, I mean, it works. Calculated God gamer, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You got there.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, finally. I could even, if I had more cameras or if I I don't really need more camera angles. I have like 3 camera angles I use in the gym. I don't really need more, but it's strong enough that I could if I did.
You just add like a ceiling camera that like sees the entire floor.
I think the room is too big.
Okay,
another flex.
I just saying. It's kind of a big basement. It's really echoey too. I had to like nail foam panels to all the walls, and it still sounds echoey sometimes.
Yeah, like soundproofing a room is nightmare.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, we kind of talked about it like when I was kind of talking about my like get ready time for stream. Milan was basically saying, you know, for his stream that, you know, like he has like a set routine that he does before he gets ready, and then and he knows how much time that takes. However, like for me, like I have like 2 hours of play between basically when I end my work day and when I start stream, and I have to try to fit, you know, like eating, doing my fucking whole ass face, and then setting up for stream and stuff like that. So for you saying that you're basically lugging around your laptop and setting up like a whole nother fucking thing, you know,
No,
like, oh, I
it's
gotta
not,
set
it's
up
not
here and I
that
gotta set up
bad.
here. So it's like, I don't know, like how long does it take you to get ready for streams? And you know, like also there was the element of, you know, doing a look and doing like makeup and stuff like that. So what's kind of like your
So
process?
typically, I just slack off at work and eat while I'm at work. So I have from the end of my workday until I start stream is about an hour and a half. And like day to day, there is not like during the week when I have work and I go straight into streaming, I don't really have to move stuff around. I typically move stuff around on my days off. So like that's not too much of an issue. I just have to like, take 5 or 10 minutes to make sure all my cameras are running, make sure the audio is fine, and like change the text box that has my workout in it because it's different every day. But and then I take time to do my makeup. If it's not like a whole ass look, if I'm just doing like a normal face of makeup, this is maybe like half an hour to 45 minutes if I go fast, if I'm not doing anything complicated. But it can take up to like an hour or longer if I am doing something complicated. In my channel, you can use your channel points to redeem a makeup look of your choosing, and if it's something complicated, it could take longer. But
Yeah.
not usually that much longer.
Y'all are both crazy for taking that long on a look.
It is a calculated what's the word? I can't think of the word. It's calculated because for me personally, right? If I think about it like this, right? If I'm browsing on Twitch, not that us small streamers are going to be very high on the category page, but if I'm browsing on Twitch and you see like this small like thumbnail of what's going on, like I am more likely going to go to a channel where they've got good lighting, like their setup looks nice, and the streamer is looking pretty good. If I realistically speaking, and I don't think that a woman is only beautiful if she wears a ton of makeup, but like realistically speaking, most people are going to, if you compare side by side two streams and the only difference is that one streamer didn't take a bunch of time with their look, they're looking kind of raggedy, like their eyebrows aren't there, like, compared to somebody wearing a full face of makeup. Even I, as a woman, am more likely to go to that other stream where I can tell that person took some time into their appearance.
I can get that. I mean, for me, so actually to change that question, do you ever watch people that don't have webcams? Do you care about that?
Typically, I do not watch streams that don't have webcams unless for some reason I already knew that person and knew that I was going to their stream just for some other reason. I'm the kind of person that I prefer smaller streams where there's more interaction with the chat.
Yeah.
And there's not really a lot. Actually, I do follow one person. I follow one person. He doesn't use a web camera, but he's an artist. And now he's got is it like a VTuber? Where it's got like a little animated like avatar? But for a while he didn't have a web camera at all. But I will also say that I kind of know him in real life.
That makes sense.
And if I was just going through the art page, I probably would not have clicked on his stream if I didn't already know him.
Yeah. So maybe ask a ignorant question. Do you put on makeup for fitness streams? Like, does makeup run out? It doesn't run when you're sweating and all that, or?
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, so since I don't wear makeup when I do the DDR streams, which is like my quote unquote cardio day, although I don't find myself to be a very sweaty person. Like I don't really drip sweat or anything, but I don't have much trouble with it, especially on lifting days, because we are not moving fast and it doesn't make me sweat. Do like lift weights for like 10 seconds and then take like a 20-minute break while we talk to chat. My husband does sweat and you can see it dripping on his face, but he doesn't usually wear makeup for the stream.
Oh yeah,
Makes sense.
He's Nick. He's very
He's,
he can get quite dank.
he's dank. Yeah. Me,
Uh,
not so dank, so it's
not so
fine.
dank.
Yeah.
Dry. Just kidding, not dry. Like just not an overabundance of moisture.
Yes.
Can't
I can't
relate.
relate. Yeah, right.
Sorry.
Me and Milan are
guys.
just like, oh, he's sweaty.
I'm sweating right now. I'm just sitting here. It's like, are you kidding me?
I think I'm too smooth brain. That Carrie and I played what was it? We were here together, and I was
Great
sweating
game.
my ass off because we were just like, it was too much brain power. I was having a hard time. I really was. I'm 100% sure. I was just like, I was sitting here in moisture because of how much like brain power I was trying to use.
I just love the fact that it's just like, strong lady can lift weights, not break sweat. Meanwhile, has to use brain for puzzles, and she's drenched.
It's legit. I'm telling you, dude. I just like I don't exert a lot of brain power in my day job or in daily life in general, and I haven't been to school for a very long time.
Same. So do you plan your games ahead of time? Like how do you just boot up whatever you're feeling during your non-fitness
Kinda.
and cooking stream? Kinda.
Yeah. At first I was trying to do like a set schedule, and I was playing Skyrim on certain days, and then I was also trying to play Fate Grand Order on my phone and stream it a couple days, but then it just kind of went to hell. It just, now I kind of do whatever. It doesn't seem to matter that much because of the way my chat works. My audiences, they don't necessarily come for the games, they come to hang out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it does. Yeah, I legit streamed myself painting a room, and they showed up, and I was like, okay, you guys are weird, but that's fine. I'm not mad about it. So yeah, they don't. Yeah, it doesn't tend to matter what I play. Somebody will show up and hang out with me.
That's good.
Yeah.
How do you handle? I don't know if you get it because you've been lifting for so long. But are there days where you're like either sore or you really don't feel like lifting, but you kind of gotta, because you have to stream? Like how do you deal with that aspect if it even applies to you?
I usually just make myself. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta do it. But if it's like a legit reason, if I have like an injury or something, I won't, because it's not good to try to push through an injury, because you might just make yourself hurt worse. But if I'm just like kind of feeling lazy, or if I just don't really feel like working out, I'll try to make myself do it anyways. And if I have to adjust the workout, if it just feels too heavy or I feel too sore, maybe I'll skip some exercises, or I'll drop the weight from what I was supposed to do and just push through it anyways, as long as it's not causing me like actual like sharp acute injury pain. I'll just try to do it anyways. But if I'm like sick, I'm not gonna make myself do it.
Yeah, it's just a lot easier to be sick and play video games than it is to pick
Yeah,
stuff up and put it down.
Weights, yeah.
Yeah. Some people do it. Some people will try to lift weights when they're sick, and it makes them feel better. But for me, it doesn't. I've tried it before. It's not my thing.
Do you get sick often? I don't know, weird question, but we're here now.
No. It depends. So I kind of do bulking and cutting cycles. So bulking is when you're actively trying to gain weight, and cutting is when you're actively trying to lose fat. Typically, when I am maintaining my weight or bulking, I don't get sick. But when I start cutting, when I get into like a calorie deficit, I get sick. Not relatively easily, but I'll usually catch a cold. But when I'm not in a calorie deficit, I don't get sick very often at all. More likely, I ate something really spicy and my tummy is fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, like when I say sick, I mean like a cold, a flu, something that'll keep you bedridden for a few days.
Joey gets sick like once every 10 years and is absolutely like diminished. Last time he got sick, he tried to go to the bathroom and passed out and hit his head on the toilet seat, and he has like a big scar. And it's not a big scar, but he's got like a scar on his face where he like
Damn.
cut open his head. Yeah, passing out in the bathroom.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we're waiting and hoping that he doesn't get
Another
mega
one of those.
super sick. Yeah.
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 I would say that's kind of how. Yeah, I would say that's kind of how I am too. Like I very rarely get sick, but when I do get sick, like I am fucking destroyed.
Yeah. I mean, I am destroyed, but I also get sick pretty often. And it's like, well, I say pretty often. I would say like 1 to 3 times a year, which is, I guess, often.
Not that often. I don't think
Nah.
that's that often. That's kind of like, I feel like that's normal.
Is
Yeah.
it? I mean,
Yeah, I
'cause
would say that's normal.
I'm
I'd
like
say that's pretty
bedridden
normal.
for like 2 weeks when that happens. Like I'm just out. And
That might
employers
not
don't
be
like that.
normal.
Yeah,
but the
employers don't like
timing
that.
sounds right.
That's fair. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I know I just found out my last job it wasn't normal to be sick for 2 weeks in a row. Because like
Yeah, that's
by
not
day
very
3,
normal.
they were like, "Hey, when the fuck are you coming back? Like, how are you still sick?" I'm like, "What do you want me to do, dude?"
Like for me, if I get sick, I am fucking like ass blasted, destroyed, but it's only for like 2 or 3 days. And then I'm just like I pick myself back up from the fucking ashes and I rise up like a fucking phoenix or some bullshit and like but I got fucked. Like I got my shitty sickness out early this year. I was destroyed over New Year's because I caught some weird like stomach virus from when I visited my sister when she had her baby. I went to visit her in the hospital and I like caught some weird crazy fucking stomach virus from that shit and I was like
Oof.
dying. And I was literally like I was either awake and just peeing out of my ass or I was like fucking unconscious. Like there was the duality of man. I was either just like oh or I was
I remember that vaguely.
You remember I was like texting
Yeah,
I would text you at weird intervals because I'd be like, I'm here on the toilet, what's up, my dude? And then
Yeah.
like 3 hours later, like I would come back and be like, hey, sorry, I fell
I'm back in
asleep.
the toilet again. Yeah.
That was me.
Those are some fucked up times. In a
Everybody
semi-related
poops.
way, how are y'all doing in this pandemic?
Oh.
Damn, like it's only got super quiet.
No,
I
I mean
don't-
I'm cool. I just
Yeah,
didn't
I
wanna-
feel bad because I am honestly doing like really good. And it,
same.
yeah,
Nothing to
like
feel bad about.
Like literally same. Like I'm like dead ass. I'm fucking thriving, Scoop. Like this is the best I've been in a very long time. Like not having, being like having like copious amounts of alone time. I realize is what I actually need for my mental health. Not to like keep interacting with like people constantly. That actually emotionally drains me more. Depending on the person, right? But I mean, when it comes to like work and stuff like that, like, and like I realized that I had more time, so then I started streaming on Twitch, and then I also went back to school, and like basically like ever since the pandemic kind of hit, I've rather than kind of splitting my attention to like other people and other things, I've just been able to focus on myself, and I realized that was really the friends that we made along the way was just
just yourself.
Exactly, introspection. Like I needed more time for introspection. And I got that with the pandemic, and like ever since then, like I've been kind of like low key, high key thriving, TBH. But obviously, I know that that's not the case with everybody else out there. I know that there's a lot of people that are suffering, that aren't doing well because they are more extroverted and they do need that. But I find that a lot of my extroverted things that I need from other people, like I'm getting it kind of from Twitch, just from like hanging out with people in chat and like talking with people in Discord and like playing video games with fucking Milan. We playing fucking Monster Hunter. I'm so fucking bad at Greatsword. And then like, and then like Kris and I will play fucking like Heave Ho, and then we'll just grab each other by the gooch and like I'm living.
It was so hard to set up, but it's such a fun game.
It is.
How do you set it up nowadays? Because back in the day, because it's a local network multiplayer game. So back in the day, you would just make like a Hamachi server. But do those still exist, or what do people use now?
We had to use Parsec, but I cannot explain to you how we got it set up
Yeah,
because
you
it just
basically
really seemed like it started working.
yeah. So like Parsec, you go and you basically give somebody. It's kind of like TeamViewer. Like I gave her essentially TeamViewer access to play only my video games.
Hmm.
And then that's how we did it. It's like you just kind of like, hey, I would like to invite you to my video game. And then
Yeah,
that person goes, yes, I shall join this video game, yea, verily. And then they join, and then
we
you like,
actually did it wrong because we were trying to stream it on my channel, but somehow we set it up so that I think I was the one hosting the game,
yeah.
and then
so
I
she
couldn't
could-
get Streamlabs to work. So then we
Yeah.
had to go to Carrie's channel.
yeah. And it was like a whole ass thing, but
It took us like an hour to figure it out.
fucking hour.
But for the future, just try Hamachi if it still exists. Because what Hamachi does differently is you create a room, and whoever goes into that room, it tricks the computer into thinking you're on the same internet network. So there you go.
I think that's what Parsec does. I think we might just be idiots.
Yeah, I think the
we're
two of
just
us were too
stupid.
smooth brain. We were just like smooth brain. We were like unga bunga, like you know the part in Zoolander where like the files are in the computer and it's just them and they're smacking the computer. That was
That was us.
Oh
for an
no.
hour.
And we did it, even though we wanted to do it the other way around. We got it to do the thing. So we're just like, don't
Don't touch it.
start it up.
Yeah. No.
Don't touch anything.
Don't mess with it. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I can get that. It's like some stuff with like animation. Like sometimes I'll do something and it'll work. I'm like, I don't know how I did this, but it works now, so I'm not touching it anymore. This is it. This is the end result. I'm not messing with it. I don't know why it's doing this, why it didn't work before, but I'm just not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth.
100%. I don't know how I set up all of my like Twitch scenes and overlays like by myself with YouTube videos. I am very impressed with myself because I am not. I'm like terrible with computers, honestly. It's a miracle that I managed to get it working.
I don't know. Like it became a lot easier now compared to even a couple years ago. Like it's just being streamlined more and more. Like every update, so that pretty much everybody can just stream. That's kind of the whole point, to make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, like what I know. Well, at least I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask you for the sake of the podcast.
Okay.
What program do you use to stream?
I use Streamlabs on my PC, and then I use OBS on my laptops because I started out with Streamlabs. Actually, I started out with OBS and then it was too confusing, so I fucking booted that shit off my computer and I got Streamlabs. But I was having a problem with the cloud not saving my settings, so that when I was using different devices and trying to use the same account, all my scenes kept getting shuffled and it was very annoying. So I ended up just like doing different programs on different things. I tried XSplit.
Oh no.
Trash. Absolute trash. Don't ever use XSplit. Highly unrecommended.
Yeah. Can you believe when streaming first was a thing, XSplit was the only thing you could use and you have to pay for it?
Absolute trash.
And it hasn't really been
Unacceptable.
updated since.
No,
Don't ever.
I mean, yeah, no, like dead ass. When I first started getting into streaming, when I streamed like that one session of like Doki Doki Literature Club, I was trying to use XSplit, and then like my smooth brain could not handle it. It was just like none of this working. Unga
XSplit.
bunga. I stream for like an hour and then I leave because I'm frustrated, and then that's
Yeah.
literally what happened.
Yeah.
XSplit is it worked, like 7-8 years ago, worked fine, but it was convoluted back then too, right? Like you had to, I think you even had to have a capture card to stream from your computer and just annoying stuff like that. So
Damn.
the system is kind of like built that way. And then OBS came out for free and open source, and they were like, well, that's it.
Well, fuck me then.
Yeah.
But good for us.
Oh, absolutely. Like I remember back in the day, I tried XSplit and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I guess I'm not streaming. You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
convoluted for no reason. I mean, I guess back then it was like it was the first thing to do it, right? So it is what it is. Like you get what you get.
But yeah.
Nowadays, luckily, it's a lot easier.
Yeah. Streamlabs is definitely more user friendly, but I quite like OBS. The only major gripe I have about OBS is that you cannot increase the text size in the chat box, like the chat thing in OBS, and it absolutely drives me bonkers because
I think you
can't read
can.
it. I looked it up. I Googled it. I was like, can I increase the font? And it was like, no.
I mean, you can increase the font on Twitch itself, right?
I don't go into Twitch.
No,
when
I
I'm
get
streaming.
that, but in OBS you can like take your Twitch chat as like a browser source and just put it in OBS, and just it's a little bit convoluted, but
Okay, someone's gonna have to link me somewhere.
I'll look into it, and if it's possible, I'll just let you know.
Okay, so that would be nice if I could just make the font
A
slightly
little bit
larger,
bigger. Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bigger.
Well, Milan, if Milan figures it out, he'll help you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. Big preach.
On a related note, is there any like external hardware that you're like can't live without for streaming?
Besides my cameras,
Yeah, like do you like maybe use a Stream Deck or like something like that?
I have a Stream Deck that I use to change my scenes when I'm working out, but I haven't managed to make it do other stuff yet. And it's mostly time, but it's also the smooth brainedness.
What do you want to do with it?
I just make it make dumb noises.
Oh,
But I think it's also like I have like the medium size. What is it, like 16 buttons or 15 buttons? So like I have to have like I have like 5 scenes that I use for my fitness stream. So that takes up like a third of the page of buttons. So it's hard for me to like go back and forth between the folder that is like the soundboard and the folder that is my scenes. And then, but also I need to like, actually program them. And then also I want to like make it do other dumb stuff that I haven't gotten around to. And then, but also I was looking at this thing in Stream Elements where you can set up commands that your chat can use that will also trigger like sounds and GIFs and stuff that I want to set up that I just also haven't gotten around to. And also I'm not that funny, so I have to like think real hard about what would be funny for people to use. Do you know what I mean?
I get
mean,
it.
I don't think that comes from just not being funny, because I mean, no tea, no shade, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think like I'm like moderately funny. And
You are funny, but you are like I also don't think that I am super unfunny, but like you are funny in that you are like sassy and you say funny stuff and you like make good jokes and you're like a natural degen. So it's like very funny. And you have like, I like the way that you talk, and I think you say just like some of your mannerisms are enjoyable and fun. But personally for myself, I'm kind of like an airhead. So a lot of time stuff is funny because people are making fun of me and not necessarily because I said something funny, or if I said something really dumb and then people make fun of me. Or me and Joey get very competitive in the fitness stream, and it's like a running joke that he's gonna take over the stream. So then that ends up being funny. It's not necessarily that I'm telling like good jokes or say funny stuff.
See, I disagree. I think that you definitely have some like funny mannerism, like the Johnny mnemonic going.
That's only because you didn't know about Johnny Mnemonic. That is like a thing.
But you turned it into a joke, so
but it's me just like copying Johnny Mnemonic, hacking the web.
But the fact that you're actually like doing it and turning it into something that is like distinctly you.
But it could be Joey. It could be something I got from Joey.
It's your stream, so that doesn't matter.
Exactly. You are the main. Sorry,
I-
Joey. Listen to the podcast.
I'd like to think that I am the main.
You are the main.
But I have this thing where I make really exaggerated faces because I don't have a good clap back. So instead I'll just make really exaggerated faces to make up for the fact that I can't come up with a comeback fast enough in my brain. That's kind of my thing.
Really
Yeah.
They usually get clipped and then like
Yes.
used as like a GIF, and it's fantastic.
Yeah. We get a lot of weird GIFs from the streams.
It's especially great when it happens in the background when you're just like setting up for the next lift, and then someone says something, or Joey says something, and you just turn around in disgust, and it's hilarious.
It's happened multiple times. Or the one time one of our cats rubbed his asshole against the rug in the background and we turned around in disgust. That was an especially funny one.
That's a really good one.
You know, that was also not me. That was the cat with something in his asshole that he felt the need to rub against the carpet.
So fucking good though.
Better do it in front of a live audience.
Exactly.
Fucking Mafik. Yeah, like I also noticed that like speaking of the cats, you incorporate them like into your stream, and I think that's really cute. Like you have one of your channel points, which if you're listening to this podcast and you're underutilizing your channel points,
Please. I
Use
try to
them.
tell everyone that. Like people don't like to use the channel points sometimes, and it's like I think that's why another reason why people come to my chat, even if they're just gonna have it open, because they're trying to get channel points to either feed the cats, pick my makeup, or make me do dumb stuff.
Exactly. And it's like such a good way to like have fun with like your community with channel points. So I think it's like it's a hyper underutilized thing, and people should be using it. Like it's just so much fun. So I love the fact that you have like a channel point for the cats, and then you know, treat for the cat boys, and the cat boys come over and they get a little treat. You get to see them. They're on camera. They're super cute, and it's a good time.
Yeah. I have like a backlog of makeup looks that I have to put together for the stream. I've got like 4 or 5 that I have to do. I think I need to up the channel points because the chat is too active and they keep collecting them.
Gotta bump it up to that 15K.
How much is it now?
10.
Oh. Yeah, maybe I should.
You should wait at least until I have 10K first. I can like redeem mine. Then you can bump it.
Wait, what are you gonna redeem? Dox your redemption.
Dox my redemption? I was gonna redeem All Might with like the heavy black makeup.
Oh.
For a lifting stream though, right?
Yeah, of course.
I could probably put I don't know. I don't have any khakis. I might have to get some khakis. I don't always put together like an outfit, but sometimes I do.
Oh no, like, for me the important part would be like the makeup.
I know, but just for funsies.
For funsies. I mean, you can probably get one off of Amazon for like $20 from China.
True. But will it get here in time?
I mean, by the time I get 10K channel points, probably.
Maybe.
Well, like, yeah, I mean, you could get like, I think like they sell like, you know, one of those like get like a shitty knockoff version of the cosplay, and then you can just put them into like shorts, and then like cut the top off, and then just be like suns out, guns out, and walk like you have gains all night.
My God.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just sold like his super tight shirt as a super tight shirt. I don't know what those are called.
If you know what super tight shirt we're talking about, type it in the fucking below comments.
Like my European brain cannot find the word. I'm sure it exists, right?
I think it's just a shirt.
But it's like super tight. I don't know.
Like a fitted shirt.
It's just a shirt, right?
I don't know.
Okay. When you have gains like Kris, and you fill out every shirt. Like
you know, it's a thing. If you want to make your arm look bigger, tailor your t-shirts so that it's tighter around your bicep. I have a friend that does that.
Damn.
God gamer.
Like for all their shirts, or just specific ones they want to show off?
No, I think he does it for like most of his shirts.
Damn, that's like next level.
I'm telling you, like even if it's like you seen that meme where it's like senpai, I only look muscular when I take my clothes off. But it's because everyone wears really baggy clothes. But if you wear more fitted clothes, then you look
Oh,
more fit.
yeah. I don't know the meme though, but it tracks.
I'm
Yeah.
very guilty of wearing baggy clothes. I want to be comp.
I should wear baggier clothes, but you know, it is what it is.
Fucking lot.
Uh, so, you play video games? Yes.
Yes.
Let my brain catch up.
Yeah.
What's your like? What do you like to play? What are you looking forward to? You know, give us that spiel.
I tend to like, I would say I like open world RPGs, and I am looking forward to Cyberpunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like games with wacky physics. So stuff like Heave Ho and like Stick Fight. And I actually like playing I Am Bread. I think it's a fun game. I'm not super good at it, but I like I Am Bread.
I've never heard of I Am Bread.
You are a piece of bread,
Sure.
and
Sure.
you basically you control the four corners of the bread, and you try to just like flip around across rooms, and you have to find a way to turn yourself into toast. And it's a game. A lot of these like wacky physics games I know of because I saw like YouTubers play them, and it was something that like fucking like Markiplier and like Jacksepticeye like raged out playing. But I just think it's fun, so I like
Yeah.
those games. And Joey and I played a lot of Heave Ho together, and we're gonna probably play Struggling at some point. And then we saw this other game. It's like Super Bunny Man or something. That's another like weird physics game where you are like a couple dudes in bunny suits, and you have to hop around to try to get across
Oh,
the map.
yeah. Like now I know what you mean, and you kind of have to like combine with each other to like get over certain gaps and
Yeah,
like
stuff like
roll
that.
super
Like
weird. Yeah.
I like those
You-
kind of games too. It's
You have
just
to
like kind
dock.
of like,
You have to talk into each other.
yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
much.
Docking. like Heave Ho, like you got to make like a chain
Yeah.
to get across. We did really good in Heave Ho. We beat all the levels and we got all the gold coins.
Yeah. You and Joey are like God gamer. I was simple. I was smooth brain when it came to Heave Ho.
I think Joey is more God gamer than I am, but worked out. I also like platformers, I guess. I want to get Spyro again. I've played Spyro games like so many times, but I want to play it again on stream. I'm pretty good at platformers.
Did you get the remake?
Yes. And I beat it more than 100%.
Yeah, I think it's like 127. If I remember correctly.
Something like that. I don't think I completely maxed it out because the some of the bonus stuff was like too difficult, but like I played it on the PlayStation, and I like went to town on it. I love Spyro. I want to get it again and play it on stream.
Play it on stream. I'd watch it.
I will. Yeah, and then next week I'm gonna be on vacation, and I'm gonna get Monster Hunter, and I'm gonna play Mass Effect 2.
Damn.
Also, I'm so excited for you to play Mass Effect 2. I legitimately messaged Joey, and the two of us were talking about how like excited we were to like see you play Mass Effect 2 and how it's gonna like touch our like dead gamer hearts, because like
Oh my
that game is
God.
so like near and dear. That game, like I said, like Mass Effect, specifically Mass Effect 1, changed my relationship with fucking video games. It dead
Really?
ass made me fucking obsessed. I was obsessed with Mass Effect 1. If fucking Sammy never lent me Mass Effect 1 after I got laid off from my first job and I was in a very depressive slump, I probably wouldn't be so much of an avid gamer than I am, because I was obsessed with that game. I played through it 3 fucking times and did everything.
Yeah.
Now
I would
the
say
fact,
that was
yeah.
like Spyro for me when I was a kid. It was
Yeah, like-
Spyro.
yeah, like I had games that I played as a kid, but I don't know. I have this weird fucking thing sometimes where it's like when I'm playing a game and I genuinely love it, I'm afraid to beat it because I don't want it to
Damn.
end. Yeah, like I just keep doing fucking stupid shit, and I'll never go and beat the fucking final boss because I don't want to say goodbye to my fucking friends yet, dog. Like that shit fucking makes me sad and shit. But like Mass Effect, because I was so obsessed with the story and I wanted to know what happened at the end, and I wanted to see the conclusion. It like changed my relationship with video games, where I like stopped being as like, I don't know, like weirdly creepily codependent. I don't fucking know. I don't know what was wrong with me as a kid. Okay, I never said I was a role model, but like, like it changed my relationship with games, and now like I actually want to beat them. I want to like see the ending. I want to like feel the feels, you know. And I would say like streaming also has really impacted me and made me want to like do that and more, because I like want to see the end, and I know that chat wants to see the end, and like it makes me more motivated to beat games. But like sometimes I just get in that fucking thing where I just like, I love this game so much, I don't want to say bye to my friends, and I know that's really fucking stupid and soft, but part of me is stupid and soft.
I mean, I think it makes sense because it's your first time playing it, right? And you're imagining that you'll never have another experience like this again, like that no other game can like replicate it. So what else am I supposed to do if I beat it now? Even if I replay it again, I already know what's gonna happen. It's not the same kind of thing. So it makes sense. I mean, I beat, I would say 95% of my games because I just do. I don't know. Like I hate having a backlog, especially if I start a game.
The normal thing to do.
Well, I don't know. Like a lot of people don't beat games. It's like a lot of people only play for a few hours. Yeah.
When I was a kid, it's just like I would get all up until the final boss, and then I would have like this lamentation of like, oh no, it's ending. And then I would have to like go through that feeling in order to like finally nut up and beat the game. And it's like I said, like it wasn't until I was like obsessively playing Mass Effect that I realized that like beating game good, unga bunga, give endorphin kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god.
I don't know. It was probably like my little fucking kid mind, man. I couldn't fucking hang with it.
Yeah, it makes
I
sense.
was also used to playing endless games like Harvest Moon, where there was no end. You would get married and you'd have a child, and then even then you just keep playing forever. And so as a kid, I was like,
see, I don't like that kind of game.
You don't like life sims or just endless
Yeah,
games?
I don't like life sims. I'm not into it.
You wouldn't play Stardew Valley with me?
Don't know anything about that game.
Not with that voice.
Oh, fuck you too.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not. I don't like. I would rather just like do real life stuff than play that kind of game.
Damn, that's like an unnecessary burn. Just
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to burn anyone, but like Animal Crossing like does not appeal to me. Like if I'm gonna spend hours like gardening, I should probably go do it in my actual yard.
I mean,
bro, I'm feeling really fucking attacked right now.
I'm not trying to attack
have a real
you.
yard.
I'm not trying to attack you. Or like if I'm gonna decorate a house, like I should probably decorate my own real life house.
Damn. I
Or
mean,
like cook. I could just go cook and then I can actually eat the food.
I mean, I can get it. I guess the appeal for most people, and I would say us included, me and Kelly, is it's kind of escapism, right? Like we'll realistically never own a farm, you know, and all that stuff. So it's like this is our way to just enjoy that. And I think that applies for like a lot of people who just like the idea of having a farm, but not actually having a farm, because farming is a lot of work every day. I don't know.
Sense.
Yeah. It's like I think cow's cute, but I don't know if I actually want to like own cow IRL.
No.
Cows are cute. Oh, same goes for IRL. Like cows are probably like one of the easiest part, but you still have to clean every day. It's a lot of work, dude.
Are you speaking from experience?
Yes, of course.
Exactly.
I grew up on a farm. Like my entire family, like in Serbia, are like farmers. So like I grew up around like chickens and cows and bulls and goats, and you know, picking fruit and going to cornfields, all that shit. It's a lot of work. To like respect all the farmers out there.
I have a basil plant and I have to water it every 2 days or it dies.
Yeah. But it's like, I don't know. So it's kind of that escapism. especially compared to to action-packed games. But then how do you feel about games like Minecraft? Is it also just
I've never played Minecraft.
All right, okay. All right. We're just gonna pretend that never happened. All right.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. It's okay. He just missed out on a whole
Until I
phenomenon.
started streaming, I was exclusively a console gamer.
I mean, Minecraft is out for consoles.
Oh, is it? Okay, well, fuck me then. I'm an idiot.
I mean,
For
it only came
PlayStation
out-
though, is it on PlayStation?
No. It's an Xbox.
There you go.
It's out on
PlayStation.
it's out on your phone too.
Until I played Fate Grand Order, I did not play any mobile games at all. This is the only mobile game that I have is Fate Grand Order.
The weeb is strong.
True.
So how do you like kind of a little bit related for both of you? What if you start a game and you're like, so you start streaming it and you're like a couple of hours in, you're like, I really don't like this game. You feel an obligation to finish it, or you're like, nah, fuck this, I'm out.
Well, it's a little different for me and Carrie because she plays more story-driven games, whereas I don't. Mine, it's either like Skyrim or it's like a one-off, like weird physics game. So I played a little bit of Getting Over It, and then I stopped playing. It's too hard. I can't beat it.
Yeah, like for me, do I like scooping on the games? No, I typically like to, double down and do them. But if I find them absolutely like unplayable, I will not finish. Like, no tea, no shade. Sorry, fam, but like I love the Grandia series, like specifically Grandia 1 and specifically Grandia 2. Grandia 2 is like big nut, fucking slam my fist on the goddamn table, flip it. Like I fucking love Grandia 2. Like I turn around and I rip off my shirt to reveal like a Yakuza style back tattoo of Grandia 2. Like that's how much I love Grandia 2. But I could not play through fucking Grandia 3 because the voice acting was so fucking grating. It was like nails on a chalkboard. It was like, oh my god, Shiro! Like it was fucking terrible. It made me want to lobotomize myself, and I was not able to beat. But I wasn't able to beat that game. I scooped. I was like, can't fucking do it, Scoob.
Yeah, but it's like that's what I mean, right? Like, it's a little bit different off stream. If you off stream, if I hate it, fuck it. But on stream, I don't know what I would do. I haven't had that problem yet because I'm carefully selecting games that I know I'll like. But at some point, that mill is gonna run dry. I'm gonna have to like resort to like second or third picks.
That's why you have to cultivate a community that just wants to hang out and they don't care what you play.
True. I still I'm a very small boy when it comes to streaming.
Small boy.
A small boy.
Yeah.
Like, not gonna lie. Okay, so finishing again, no tea, no shade. I'm sorry, but finishing Little Misfortune was definitely a grind for me because the voice acting.
Even though it was only one stream.
Well, yes. Like basically, like an hour into the game, I was just like, I want to hold her head underwater until she stops breathing. Like it was bad, Scoop. But I mean, everybody else was like, kind of into it and stuff. And so I was like, okay, I'm doing it for the stream. I'm doing it for the fam.
Next time, can you just turn off the voices and do it yourself?
I wanted to turn off the voices, but everybody in chat voted to keep them on, so we kept them on.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, I ultimately go with what my viewers want because I want them to be happy. I want them to enjoy the content that I'm curating and everything like that. So if that's why I have the whole backseat gaming thing. That's why when I play like Otomes and stuff, I want people to tell me what to do because that's the way like I interact with my chat. That's the way I let them get a piece of the action and stuff. But
your chat is communism, basically.
My chat is communism.
They're also very chaotic.
Yes.
And degens.
Yes, they are chaotic degens for sure. But yeah, Little Misfortune was like I will say was a grind for me. But it ended up like I could tell, like I don't know, I could sense it in my bones, Scoop. I'm like, I think the end of the game's coming, so I'm just gonna keep going. And then sure enough, like 30 minutes later, the game ended.
I was one of the people that voted for voices, and then I went to bed half an hour later.
Doctor reasoning.
I liked the voice acting. I thought it was cute, and it added to it. But I guess I'm not like too unfamiliar with it because it has like a European accent. So to me, it doesn't like sound strange or grating as it might maybe to someone who lives in NA, right?
Okay. Bitch, this isn't about a fucking like America versus not America, okay? It's not that it's her accent wasn't any sort of kind of accent I've ever heard before. And
Right.
it's fine because what's his face said, like, the bad guy, what's his name? The Dark Lord. We'll just call
The
him
narrator.
Narrator. Yeah. He ended up having, kind of like an like an English accent and stuff, but I could not for the life of me fucking place Miss Fortune's accent. And because I couldn't place her accent, I was just like the entire game, I was just like, what the fuck is that? And I kept listening and listening, and even then, even people in chat, they were from like EU and stuff, they were just like,
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of fucking accent that is.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't place it either. Like, I would place it. I think I said so in chat that it sounds like East Block if East Block was what most Americans think East Block sounds like, But that makes sense.
I thought she sounded like someone's like Latina grandma. That's what she sounded like to me.
See, she sounded like Latina Borat. she was like, it's nice, but like accent over the one of the vowels. Like she was Latina Borat, and I had no idea. I was like,
didn't think about it. I mean, I fell asleep because I'm on the East Coast, but like it didn't. Her accent didn't bother me.
It bothered me. It bothered me so bad at the beginning, and then I got used to it, and then it was fine. But like I said, going through that first hour of the game, I was like
upset. Yeah.
not
off in the distance.
But... Yeah, would just like stare off into the distance, like I snapped wide to the demons of my past. Like that's how it was.
I think the ideal solution would have been be able to mute just her voice acting, but keep the rest, like the narrator, to have his own voice. Like I think that would have been a good compromise.
Yes.
But for me, because it was like all or nothing, it's like, you know what, I'll vote to keep the voices in, and then
like I said, I became desensitized after an hour.
After
the first hour was like teeth grit, like vibrates into the future.
Accurate.
So you've never had like an instance of where you like just weren't really feeling a game, though you were kind of just like pushing through, I guess, Kris?
I've had instances where the game is too hard for me to play, but that's it's not usually because I absolutely hate the game or like the voice acting is really bad. It's just usually the game is too hard.
Yeah, but I mean, like it seems like you don't really get tilted. Like a lot of people, come in for the gamer tilt. They come in to like see gamer rage, and it seems like
No.
You don't really gamer rage.
No, not really.
Which is good. I don't know. I think gamer rage is stupid. It's like,
yeah, like why are you gonna destroy your computer or your desk or your controller or your keyboard?
Yeah.
Over something so silly.
Like why you have to be mad? It's just game,
But I think probably some people do it on purpose for,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. I think it's illegal now on Twitch, at least. Like I think it falls under self-harm to like destroy stuff on stream. But before that rule was implemented, there was one streamer. I don't know their name, but they would buy like cheap $5 Amazon keyboards. So whenever they would rage, they would just grab one of those instead of breaking their current expensive one.
Just like have them piled up on the side.
Yes.
They can grab it anytime and just like,
yeah, and
wow.
just snap it in half, which is a clever solution if nothing else. But it's like if you're going that far just to rage, just stop, man. Just don't.
Yeah.
And it's also just like, man, like, okay, so when you get mad and you unga bunga smash the fucking keyboard and the keys like, bukkake themselves all over the fucking room. Like when you're going to bed at night and you go like put your hand under the pillow and underneath there's like a fucking F key or something.
Yes, exactly. Like you still have to put it back together in shame, right? Like I only ever raged at one video game where I literally just like threw my controller and turn my console off. That was Ninja Gaiden for the original Xbox. And that game is fucking bullshit.
Oh my god, still mad.
I'm still mad. I'm
You're still
especially
mad?
mad.
Still mad.
I'm especially mad because I so I turned it off, and then half an hour, because I was stuck on the last boss for like 3 hours,
Oh jeez.
and it was super bullshit. And then I turned it on like an hour later, and I beat it first try. Like,
Yeah, sometimes you just have to walk away, and like I've had those moments where like I'll be playing something and then like I'll be like, man, like literally fucking fuck this. But then I usually just stop what I'm playing and then I like do something else for a bit and I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to
try
go
again.
back and try doing the thing again. And then like I
Yeah.
get it like the first try.
That's how you know when it's too hard, when you come back and you still can't beat it.
I mean, just gonna get good. I don't know. I mean, I've had a controller hit me in the face because someone else got mad. So, a good friend of mine. I'm gonna dox his name.
Is this the person that I know? That
Paul?
I know as well? No.
No.
Another
Another.
rager.
Yeah. So this was back in the PS2 days, specifically Budokai. So for people that have played the game, they know it's a little bit bullshit because the AI is literally coded to cheat on later tournament levels. Especially in the finals, they're just hella strong. And it was his turn, and for like maybe the 17th time in a row, we died in the finals. And in rage, he threw the controller like across the room, but because it was PS3 controller, it still had a cable attached to it, and it just whipped back and hit me in the head. Like, really good. So at least I'm glad we have wireless controllers now, so that would never happen again. But
I mean, now it might just like bounce off the wall and come back, hit you in the head.
True, but but yeah, I don't know. Like I like playing difficult games. Sekiro, Dark Souls, Undertale, Genocide Run. I don't know. Like I like the challenge because I've been gaming my entire life, so it's like it makes me feel alive.
Oh my god.
Makes me feel alive, Scoop.
I'm not God gamer enough for that.
Monster Hunter. Oh, can't wait for October. Give me that. No.
Guys are gonna have to carry me.
That's fine.
Just
Yeah.
everyone's got me like above their heads, like in a train, carrying me because I don't know what I'm doing.
You'll know by then. I have faith. The game.
You'll for sure know.
The game starts off really baby steps.
Okay.
Like first you fight like super small monsters, and then you fight basically a monster that doesn't really do anything, and it progresses in a good natural way. I would say the most important thing to Monster Hunter is find a weapon you like and that you're just comfortable with, and the rest comes naturally.
I'm hoping hold double swords, stabby stab.
Yeah, they're fine. They're great.
Yeah. Dual swords will be, I think, especially if you like kind of like a
Mobile
rush down
gameplay.
feeling. Yeah, and mobility, you'll definitely like dual swords.
Yeah. Stab.
Do you know what Joey's considering for his?
Joey, we can't play. I don't think we can both play.
Right.
We'll
Wait,
see.
no. I really
Why
think
not?
your laptop can totally run it.
Yeah.
The other laptop can totally run it. Your
We'll
PC
see.
and then the laptop, it absolutely could. You would just need to get, controller for both.
I mean, we have controllers. We have PlayStation.
Yeah, because we use it for Hippo, so
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
We'll
it-
see. He's gonna check. But also, we were thinking about getting another PC.
Yeah. I mean, now's the best time with the new graphics card coming out, or is out by now. Actually, it came out
'cause
Thursday.
we were thinking, like, what if I got a new PC? And then Joey was like, well, I'll just take your old one and I'll hook it up to the television in the living room and play over there. I was like, okay.
That kinda
wouldn't be
works,
mad
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
We'll see. Haven't decided yet.
and if not, like your laptop will for sure run it.
I guess I'm just worried about overloading it and making it harder to stream from, because that is the main purpose of that laptop, is
I mean,
for streaming.
yeah, I mean, as long as you're not, doing your fitness stream and then also trying to play Monster Hunter at the same time, which I don't think you will, so you'll be fine.
Okay, maybe.
Should be fine. Like, would also be my guess.
So we put Dead by Daylight on it, and it's kind of like it's a more intensive game than I thought it would be.
Yeah. No. Milan and I tried playing that game together, and it because both of us have anxiety. Both of us have like
Oh my God.
anxiety.
You need to play with a whole group of friends though. Like we should.
No, the music is like the chase music when you're being chased by a killer,
Oh,
and
it's
like
too
the heart
stressful.
and the heartbeat that gives me
Heartbeat.
anxiety.
Yeah, the heartbeat, like my heart starts syncing to the heartbeat, and then I'm just
Oh
like,
my God.
I'm like the man that's like clutching his chest and he's like having a heart attack. Like that's
Yeah.
me.
Like I'm fine if the killer's not chasing me. I'm fine being the killer. But if I get chased, like I think we played like 2 or 3 rounds, and we were both like, okay, like we have to take a break, like to calm down.
We
Like,
dead ass had to take a break.
Are you playing with other people online though?
Just randoms. We just queued into matchmaking.
Because I honestly think that when you're like playing with friends and like when you're all like in a group chat and like talking to each other, it's much. Well, we didn't do that great, but I think it's easier, and I think it's slightly less stressful because. So I was playing it. It was me and Joey, Mishimai, Ariel, and one of Mishimai's followers, and he knew how to play. None of us, besides him, knew how to play, but he played the killer, and he didn't have much experience with the killer. It also helps if you're like everyone's kind of on the same level, and so like we would start telling each other, like we would be like, "Oh, he's over there. Oh, he's chasing me, so everybody else go fix the generators," and we would start like calling out his movements, and then people would try to like distract him, and it made it like slightly less stressful because you knew it was harder for the killer to like sneak up on us.
Yeah,
you kind of knew when he was coming.
Yeah, and that would be like more probably enjoyable for me, but the way that the game is created is like you're not supposed to have that. You're not supposed to have in-game comms. You're supposed to feel isolated and scared. Like that's the whole point of the game. And so that's why like Milan and I were like, okay, with 2 of us will talk, but like we'll have our teammates and we'll have killers. But the thing is, everybody else was just such a higher level than us and everything like that.
I was saying it's more fun when everyone's like closer to the same.
Oh yeah, no, they were, and then like after the match to be like, why did you do that? You suck, and you're just like. Bro, my chest hurts. Like,
like I have to lay down for like 2 days. Like, I can't. Like, yeah, the game is fun. Like, I like the idea and the concept and stuff like that. But it's like my anxiety cannot take it. Like,
my fucking anxiety was like shooketh, Scoob. My Fitbit was like sweet workout. I'm like, I ain't working out, dude.
Okay, who are we running from?
Yeah, exactly. It was like, hey, you're in the fat burn zone, and I'm like, well, thanks.
Nice workout, yeah.
Like, no, just have anxiety.
Same.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I don't know. For me, it's just the music. Same with like Subnautica.
Ooh, are you gonna play Subnautica, Carrie?
It was recommended to me that I play Subnautica on Steam.
Yeah.
Don't do it. So for me, the only scary thing about that game is the audio design. The audio is so well done. It freaks me the fuck out. Like I can't take it.
The deep waters.
Yeah, no, I'm fine being in the deep water and like shit like that. Like that's fine. But when you hear something in the deep water, it's like in surround sound echoing, like, nah, dude, get me out.
That's how I felt trying to play Amnesia, The Dark Descent. The sound design in that game is just too good. And like I would start getting scared, Scoob. Like I'd be like, and then your character starts like shivering because they're like scared and stuff like that. And I'm just like, same.
Yeah.
Same.
For Subnautica, play it like off stream for half an hour or an hour, and if you're fine, then you're good. If you're already scared by then, like, nah, dude, give up on this endeavor. Like, like I can watch people play the game just fine. Like I've seen playthroughs and stuff like that. Like I'm perfectly fine. But if I'm the one playing, like, nah, dude.
I haven't tried to play it myself, but I've watched multiple people playing it and haven't had any problems.
Yeah, it's definitely, at least for me, it's a different experience when you're the one playing it. It's just I want off this ride, so I did. I could just close the game and I never look back. Like that's it.
Escape.
Yep, just Alt F4 out of there, bitch. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, but Dead by Daylight is like, nah, that's for me, that's anxiety the game.
I can watch people play it. Like I watch a bunch of
yeah.
streamers play it, and I'm
Same.
totally fine. But like when I play it and like I hear the heartbeat, like my heart rate starts going. Yeah, that sounds kind of good, man. Let's be on that level, and I'm like, oh, why?
Like that's my jam right there.
So fucking terrible, man.
No, I'm the exact same way. Like once I get chased, it's like it's over, Scoob.
I kind of want to try to go back though. Like,
if you want to, like, we'll
kind of
play
want to
it
try
with
to
you.
go back, Scoob.
Just we'll do it together. Just turn it down, turn the sound down just enough that you can just mostly hear it. You know, it doesn't. You don't have to have it like pounding in your ears. Then you can't hear what people are saying, anyways.
I'm down to face my demons, Scoob. I'm always down to face my demons.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Even Ariel, like when Ariel didn't really know what the game was about. Ariel's also friends with Carrie. Actually, I met Ariel through Carrie. And we like go in the game and she's like, this looks fucking scary. But then she had a really good time too. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't think it's a scary game.
I definitely screamed a lot. I'm incredibly prone to jump scares. But like it was more like a not like a
Yeah.
You guys can't see my faces, but I was making some faces there.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm down to try again. I'm down to give it the college try. I usually go back to like try things multiple times because I'm like, but I always do that. So, except for fucking Grandia 3, never again.
Never again. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm down to go back to try to play Dead by Daylight. Just the first time like Milan and I played it, I had like heart palpitations and shit.
We'll play it on easy mode, you know, where everyone is a noob and we're all on voice chat.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't afraid to die. It's just for some reason when I hear the heartbeat in my ear, like my heart just goes like, yeah, let's see where that guy is. And I'm like, no, stop.
I'm the same way. Like I'm down to try it again. Like knock on wood, my anxiety has been a lot better this year. So maybe, I mean, either I'll be fine or just like kickstart it again.
Or you can also be the killer if you want. Like I don't care. I have no burning need to be the killer. If you're better playing with the killer, I don't know how to do the killer anyways.
I mean, same. I only tried it once and I was like, man, this is super fine for my anxiety. This is fine. This is easy. This is like relaxing, you know?
Yeah. I tried playing the killer and I was so bad that after the match I got flamed by people.
Oh yeah, I was horrible too. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, they're just like, you basic bitch, and I'm just like, you're not wrong.
Yeah, people, Dead by Daylight is taken super seriously by the community.
Nah, we're just gonna be responsible for our own gains and only play with our friends. And I never play anything online.
Anything?
Unless it's with friends.
Damn.
I don't play anything with strangers.
Damn.
I'm too responsible for my own gains, and I'm not good at games anyways. So I just, even when I play Street Fighter, I'm not good at Street Fighter. I just play for the story, bro. And that's it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. What do you mean story?
They have story mode. What do you mean? What do I mean? They have story mode. Yeah, and I would play the challenges too.
That's fair. I mean, isn't the story still the same from like 30 years ago? Like Ryu is still like just wandering the earth. Sakurai is still like trying to find him and shit like that. Like that's never changed. Yeah.
Just play for the story, man. Just playing for myself. Just having fun by myself.
But then won't have fun in life sims. Yeah.
I mean, if somebody wants to play it with me, I'll play it with you.
I could play Stardew Valley with you.
I don't even know what Stardew Valley is about.
You have a farm, and then you go into the mines and you mine and you attack things and you fish and and you live in Stardew Valley, and then you marry somebody.
Isn't that what we're gonna do in Monster Hunter?
Well, you can't marry anybody in Monster
with cats. Well, yeah, that's true.
But you do get a cat in Monster Hunter, so
Yeah, you get a cat.
and the cat helps you kill things. Are you gonna make a
Better
Totoro
or-
or are you gonna make a Mafik?
I'm gonna make a Totoro. Totoro and my feet are my cats. Joey will probably make him a Mafik.
Most
That's
people make their own cat in
Yeah.
Monster Hunter. It's really popular.
Yeah. Did you make Darius but in cat form?
No, I made my sister's cat Momo, who is my
Oh.
favorite of the two, because May kind of sucks. She pees on everything. But
Yeah.
she's a very soft cat. She's the softest fucking cat I've ever pet in my entire life. But Momo's just a cooler guy, so I made a little tuxedo cat like Momo. But I named him
Nice.
Reese.
After Reese's Pieces.
No, after Resand. From a book. Polishers
mean-
up glasses, Magane glint.
I mean, sure, but that doesn't make my joke work. So
Rip. F in
Fuck
chat.
your joke.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to play, just I'll play it. I don't care. But I could also go paint my bedroom.
Are you gonna stream it?
If I do, I will.
There you go.
But who knows if I'll get around to it.
You have a lot of things to occupy your time, so if you don't get around to it, I'm sure we would understand.
I do, indeed.
wait, are we talking about Stardew or like painting the bedroom?
No, like I legitimately painted a room on stream, a
Yeah,
room
no, I
in my
know.
house, and I did it on stream. And I have a bedroom that needs painted, so I could do that. Or we could play Stardew Valley, and farm or whatever it is you do there.
Yeah, that dismissive tone, like whatever it is.
I
you
don't
do.
know. I don't know anything about the game except that you guys said you farm.
Yeah, like, but you have a farm, you grow crops, you sell it for profit, you can grow livestock, and it's just kind of chill game. You don't, there isn't really anything you have to do. It's fun.
If I wanted to play, I'll play with them, I guess.
I think it has up to 4-player multiplayer. I never played a multiplayer. I don't have friends, but
Well, you and I played a multiplayer for like a couple days, and then we
we played like
not.
for like an hour or something. We played like once,
Damn.
and then never again.
Damn.
Well, I'm sorry. That's probably my fault because it's always my fault. So.
But I mean, I've played the game to death. Like, typically when I used to go to Serbia on vacation, like my mom's computer is like, I don't know, 12 years old, so it can't run anything. But it could run Stardew Valley, so that's what I would play most of the time, just forever.
Oh my god.
It's a pretty low intensive graphic game, so
Yeah,
if,
it's just 2D sprites.
yep. Anyone here that wants a game that and they have a Game Boy Advance for a computer, you can play
A
Stardew Valley.
literal toaster.
Yeah.
Fucking poster, dude.
Oh god, have you guys seen like you know what I mean? How Doom can be ran on anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the latest I've seen is someone ran Doom on a pregnancy test. Yes.
What the fuck? Wait,
No.
Yes.
how?
No. Provide a link.
I mean, I will. But you can just Google like Doom pregnancy test.
I'm gonna fucking Google that right now.
Because like the meme basically started with they first did like a GIF of them playing on the pregnancy test, and then they went back and like, you know what?
No.
Game. Absolutely. So Doom can be run on anything.
Where's the video? No, I didn't want to do that.
I am like poggy reacting right now. No one can see, but I am poggy reacting because I see it. I synced it.
I can't
It's-
believe this. Also, there's a cat on my desk.
He wants to say hi.
Why? Why would you do this?
Because you can. That's it. That's probably the only reason. Like there was even some weird website, not a weird website, but they had a weird registration where it was basically like they fucked up the internal coding for gender. So you could click like male, female, and then other, but with other you could upload a file of like up to like 8 megabytes or whatever, which is super weird. But you could upload Doom and the entire game because it's like super tiny. So it's like technically your gender could be Doom on that website.
That's
Bruh. I'm fucking watching somebody play Doom on a pregnancy test. Why?
This is the future, 2020.
I think this is not the future.
I mean, what if you like took the pregnancy test, and if you're pregnant, it plays Doom. If not, then it's fine. You know what I mean?
It's
Is that more exciting?
I feel like it would be the other way.
Yeah.
If you were not pregnant, you would play Doom.
You would play Doom. Because you'd have time for video game.
Yeah.
Versus if you were pregnant, then you probably wouldn't have time.
I mean, kind of like a last hurrah then, right? Like, well, I'm pregnant anyway, so might as well get this time in. Or like play Doom while you're waiting on the results.
But also, like, you have to like pee on pregnancy tests, right?
Yeah.
So you're just playing on a pee stick.
Well, you can still use a wireless controller.
I don't know what this person is playing on, but it does not look like a wireless controller.
I mean, they probably have it hooked up directly, but I'm sure you could make it work.
I love it. This nourished me. I didn't even know there was a fucking thing.
Yeah, the internet is a crazy, crazy place.
I love it.
You're still watching it.
I love it. I fucking love it.
Maybe there'll be a link in the bio for you guys.
Yeah.
Or not the bio.
There won't be.
Link in the thing. Never mind.
There won't be. Fake. I mean, I'll probably put it up on screen while we talk about it, but there won't be a link in the bio.
Good enough. You guys can Google it for yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe it, man. This is fucking.
You're still fucking watching it.
So fucking love it, dude. Send it to my family.
Look at this.
Look at this. This is a testament to mankind's strength.
I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? Because when our parents were kids, they had like color TVs. That's about it, and now we're playing Doom on a pregnancy test. It's like what?
Yeah, I love it.
I think this is the pinnacle of mankind's hubris, honestly.
That
Wait till it all comes crashing down.
Mm.
Yeah, this is the reason why Skynet awakens.
My God.
You put Doom on a pregnancy test.
Because we run Doom on everything.
Yeah, we run Doom on everything. The robots are becoming angry. Thanks everybody for coming to this iteration of the Nifty Cauldron. Finger guns into the camera that you can't fucking see. But thanks for coming. Thank you, Kris, for taking the time to be here. If you would like to follow Kris on Twitch and her other social medias, we will have that linked below. Kris, where can they find you?
Just follow the links because my name is annoyingly long. And I'm sorry. So just follow the links. It's fine. Mostly on Twitch if you actually want to talk to me. 6 days a week for like 6 hours.
Damn. And Milan.
You all know where to find me. I mean, all our links will be in the description below.
Links below. Nobody wants to dox
for sure, but I think if you've made it to this episode at the end, you kind of know where to find me and Kelly.
Not wrong.
Not wrong. Doom on a pregnancy test.
Yes.
Well, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, that's gonna be
it.
So thanks again for coming.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Bye.